We've all been there, right? Sitting through a presentation that's just confusing. It's unfocused, and you walk away wondering, what was the point of that? Well, today we're going to talk about how to fix that. We're going to dive into how to turn an idea into a presentation that actually creates some real impact. Okay, so let's get right into it. Probably the biggest trap most people fall into when they're making a presentation is getting the main goal wrong. Are you just trying to decorate a slide? Or are you actually trying to communicate something? It sounds simple, I know, but that distinction is absolutely critical. So just ask yourself this honestly. Is your slide deck just a pretty background for what you're saying? Or is it an active tool that's helping you get your point across? Is it adding clarity, or is it just window dressing? This one question is really at the heart of everything we're about to cover. And this really breaks it down perfectly. On one hand, we've got decoration. That's all about style over substance. Fancy fonts, slick animations, but a lot of the time it just ends up creating more confusion. But then you have communication. That's about building a clear, structured message that helps people understand and maybe even make a decision. One is just noise, the other is the signal you need your audience to hear. The good news is you're not stuck in that decoration trap. There really is a better way, a clear, strategic path to creating presentations that actually work. So how do we find that strategic path? Well, let's take a look at someone who has made this their entire career, a strategist who really lives and breathes this stuff. Meet Naeem S. Now, he's not just a presentation designer. His title is Strategic Presentation Designer. And that one word, strategic, that's the key. It makes all the difference. He's an expert at taking these big, complex ideas and turning them into compelling presentations, using the exact same tools we all have, like PowerPoint and Google Slides. And his credentials, they really speak for themselves. I mean, a 100% job success rate on a platform like Upwork, that is not easy to get. It means literally every single client walked away happy. On top of that, he's top-rated talent and he's Microsoft certified, which shows you he knows his primary tool inside and out. And here's the thing that really brings it all home. His own philosophy, taken right from his profile, perfectly matches our theme today. He says it himself. His focus is on clarity, structure, and communication, not just decoration. This isn't just a clever tagline. It's the actual principle that's driving all that success. So, how does a philosophy like that actually turn into action? Well, it's not some kind of vague artistic gift. It's a practical, repeatable process, a blueprint really for getting to clarity every single time. And here it is, that 4-step blueprint. It's so logical. First, he reviews all the raw content. Then, he works to clarify the core message for every single slide. Step 3 is all about organizing that information into a logical story, making sure it flows. And only then, after all that foundational work is done, does he move to step 4, designing the visuals. The big takeaway here? The design is the final step. It serves the message, not the other way around. Most of us do this completely backward. Okay, a great philosophy and a solid process are one thing. But what about the results? Let's actually look at the proof behind this whole strategic approach. The experience is definitely there. We're talking about over 100 successful presentation design projects completed. So this isn't just theory, right? It's a method that's been tested in the real world, over and over again. And look at where he's applying this expertise. It's in really high-stakes areas. Pitch decks, where you're trying to get funding, critical business presentations, and training materials. These are all situations where clear communication isn't just nice to have, it is absolutely essential for success. And the clients? They absolutely agree. Just take this quote from Carmen, a business transformation team leader. She says, "He always delivered on time and delivered great quality." When you're dealing with something massive like a 500-page document for a training module, that kind of reliability is exactly what you're looking for. So when you look at all the client feedback together, you start to see these themes pop up again and again. They rave about his attention to structure. They love the clean, professional design. But it's not just about the finished product. They also talk about how versatile he is, and crucially, how smooth the process is, with on-time delivery. It's really the whole package. Great strategy, paired with fantastic execution. Okay, this all sounds great for Naeem and his clients, but what's the big takeaway for the rest of us? For you and me, trying to get our own ideas across? So here it is, the ultimate lesson from Naeem's approach. If you focus on structure and clarity first, before you even think about a font or a color, your message won't just be seen, it'll be understood, and it'll be acted on.
That's the difference between a presentation that's forgotten the second it's over and one that actually delivers real impact.
And that brings us to our final thought. The next time you have to build a presentation, before you even open up PowerPoint or Google Slides, just stop and ask yourself this one simple, powerful question. What is the one clear story my presentation absolutely needs to tell? Answering that question first, well, that's going to change everything.